We're on a quite good stick with this deck. So yeah, we are gonna continue yesterday's journey. That's not. Yeah. So okay, let's play. Okay. They have enjoyed the deck quite a lot. And we found our first opponent. Sakuragi. Sakuragi is the one from a manga, no? Sakuragi. Oh, it's from Slam Dunk. This hand. Here in the draw, we have Durus and Limdoswald and Ritual, so this hand is not that bad. This has 2 complete bricks, but it has everything else, so we're gonna keep it. We have 2 protection spells, and yeah, we're playing again an island deck. I'm probably Thoxising on 1. This can be show and tell or something like that. So we will need to use this. Yeah. So this is it. So I don't think I can. Do much different. It's a pretty good draw. Like, really broken draw. Okay. So here. 8. We got to 8. We draw 1 card. So here we have different options. We can get a land and Ideas Unbound. We can just make a pile of cycles. So that's not easy to know what to do here. Like, not having the second land is a bit of a problem. Go to 8. Yeah. This is it. It's a crazy pile, but that's what we have. We got to 3, but now we can survive a bolt. I don't expect to face a bolt from the... So does it probably show and tell or omnitel or something like that? So I could daze this. No, I need the land for the cavern. That's my land drop. Jose, thanks for the follow. So we take blue mana, we cycle edge, we play cavern on wizard. Okay. So that's great. So we want pyroblasts. We don't want LED. We want Bayou. We probably want Bale. So Preordain puts me on show and tell. So Fluster, Negation, and Surgical. This can be cut. Street Wraith. A pair of Daces. So these are sure cuts. So what else can it be? I think to prefer to have a Dark Ritual instead of also a Lotus Petal instead of a Dark Ritual. I think I didn't miss anything. So we have a fine hand. Cavern is a bit of a problem, but we have Thoxys, we have Veil, we have Flusterstorm. They're playing red. Maybe it was Ragdelver. Would be a possibility with the basic island. If that's it, we will get quite punished. So Pyroblast. So here they are tapped. So here's where our mana. Magic Block TK. Thank you. So here's the best moment to Thoxys. When they can't brainstorm or do anything. The like. Cunning Wish, Force of Will, Omniscience. So Ponders do not matter. Did we board in the surgical? Yes. So probably taking the Force of Will. Cunning Wish is not that good. It depends a lot on what they... Punisher. Here having surgical will be great. So they choose not to shuffle. Okay. That's one of our greatest desires, to draw a fetch land, so that we can play one counter or the other. So it seems like they have Veil. I draw a Brainstorm, I'm not gonna... So I land, yeah. And we have Fluster, Pyro, and Veil. Here we get a bit punished by the card Sneak Attack, which is the one we can't follow, so yeah. Here we Fluster this. Yeah, they get one card from this, which is... Yellow Summoner is a great card. So they did have... Huh. So I think I'm gonna, in my main phase, Surgical Veil of Summer. Okay, that's great. We got one. So they have another one with... Oh, they're playing the pieces of the puzzle deck. Yeah, sure. Sanctuary, Surgical. Okay, 2 Pyroblast. So we got very lucky with the Surgical that we got another. But they still have a lot of cards. But most of them are dead, so... Like Show and Tell and So is not good. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna Brainstorm at the end of turn. Don't give them a spot to... So Oracle and Cavern goes. The Cavern is better than Petal. I don't have to put it in the pile. Boss is fine. So they can Cunning Wish for a Veil. Brick Bins. Okay, that's nice to know that they have it. And they have a lot of Cunning Wishes. Also fine. So... Oh, this is... So... You can take Show and Tell. You can take Flusterstorm. Maybe Flusterstorm is the most dangerous card. You can deal with Trick Bin later, so I don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with Flusterstorm. So we know they have Trick Bin in the deck. So they're Cunning Wish for Intuition, probably. Surgical Extraction, yeah, sure. This Surgical Extraction is probably doing nothing. Okay. They don't have another Veil in the sideboard. It's another game where... Sure. Your cards, your desires. It's pretty loose, but whatever. They're taking my one of Thoxys from my hand. That's fine. This is another game where we drew exactly one cantrip. I do not remove cantrips from my deck, and the deck is much more death drawy than mine. It's also dependent on a show and tell, but their cards in hand are less good than mine. But yesterday we lost against one of these decks. They're probably thinking because they have a False of Will in hand. So what do they have? Spell PS, like another Spell PS, but no more Flusterstorms. Yeah, I'm gonna play the land. This matchup having like a flash route creator will be great. Yeah, they're starting to discard, which is pretty good for us. Okay. Marine Teal, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm gonna hold this by you. So they don't know what they have in hand. That's my last card, and also a card that I can brainstorm away. They are probably discarding again. They don't want to make a move. Bit of traitors, so yeah, sure. What do you want to cast with this? Okay, so we read Elemental List. Okay. So they probably have another show and tell in hand. Here I'm gonna pass. Like, no hurry. Gonna brainstorm. So yeah, I think this is better than having 2 lands. Maybe they might. Tropical by you. I'm gonna pick up Trop. How crazy is to just Street Wraith this? This is Wraith. So, just Dark Ritual, and we have 3 mana remaining. This can't end wrong, but I'm not gonna do it this turn. I'm probably doing next turn, especially if I draw up a land. So yeah, they can preordain. They put 2 cards, so it's a land. Okay. So 1 red mana. Dark Ritual. Cast my Street Wraith. In Vintage I have already won with the Street Wraith. So we have a clock, and I think our opponent has no way to remove this, at least main deck. And if we force them to move, so yeah. They're picking up Show and Tell again, that's completely fine. Because surgical here. Also, they know we don't have one. But this is a turn they do want to Show and Tell. I'm gonna Pyroblast this. They're gonna Force. I'm gonna Veil. They're gonna Spell Pierce or Force. So. Oh, they exile Trick Bend, so. They should have Forced here. They didn't have a second Flusterstorm, right? No. Okay, we win the match with Street Wraith. We will have drawn another card. That MTGO will never let us see. Okay. So that's good. That's been working out. Triple Threater, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it a lot. I don't have any Excel for the games. What? I get it. What do you mean with if I have an Excel for the games? Like a pile Excel? So you have here in the... No. I don't have any Excel anymore. Yeah, just PM me, or maybe I can PM you here. Yeah, sure. Okay, there we have it. So I don't track my games. I just or remember or forget it, but so I just sent you the Discord invite. But here you have some piles. And also the other piles for playing this deck. I know the piles, I know the basics, but a lot of times you have to do weird piles. We're on the draw. We have a preordain that I don't know if I want to cast it now. Okay, yeah, so Forest Astrolabe. Forest Astrolabe. So they have probably Tundra or another card of the like. So in this matchup, I don't care much about pitching ideas on bound to Force of Will, because we can use the slow pies. LED is a real bad card. So they had an island. Sylvan Library. Whoa. That's real bad for us. Ah, hello Astin. Yes, how you followed me on Twitter. Yeah, I hope you liked the decks and they did work good. So we lost our draw 3 cards, but no, okay. So I guess yeah, the deck is real strong. Last league I did play with it, did not happen that well. But yeah, so I played against Belcher and so LED is pretty bad. So here I probably have to search for. Here I'm gonna try to just win now. Force of Negation, Abrupt Decay. So we take the Force of Negation and we Doomsday, and that's it. You need. Okay. So they conceded. They know that if Doomsday is on the PI on the stack, it's just game over. So Carpet is maybe not good enough. I will think about Carpet. So Pyroblast, Cluster Storms are great for their Veils. So we can cut LED, we can cut a Lotus Petal, we can cut an Petra or an Underground Sea, I'm not sure. There's also cards we can cut. I don't like to have all the daces. Maybe keeping one dace is fine. So decays are also not bad. They usually play some kind of Astrolabe, the enchantment, you can only cast one spell per turn. So do I want to cut? What land do I want to cut? Scalding Tarn or Underground Sea? Both seem strong. I like also to cut Double Dark Ritual if I board in Carpets. Carpet is not that great, but Ritual isn't either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, this works. I think 1 days is good. I keep both basics because of astrolabe. Yeah, sure. So here you wanna ponder. Try find a brainstorm. Yeah. Brainstorm, petal, decay. So all those are fine. What's a ponder? Sure. Yeah. So Thassa's Oracle changed so much, so you don't need to get to 10 spells, or you don't need to to you the question if I cast Brainstorm now, you need to get to this goes, and I guess Edge of Autumn goes. We're not needing to do all the laboratory maniacs. It has to survive because here Bolt does nothing. The deck is really good. So here we play drop. And I'm gonna preordain. Red Elemental Blast Island. I like the island. I find the Red Elemental Blast good because Oko Cold calm down this turn. Maybe it's not really worth worrying about that, but yeah. I'm slow rolling the carpet because they could. I want them to play at least one more island so that they get the advantage out of my carpet, because if not, they just start playing Swamp, and especially if they have Astrolabe out. Okay, they have their own carpet. We could decay the carpet, but they don't have any threats to cast. Here, we can get Badlands. Probably this is the Duress spot. They can crack for island and... Okay. So... I guess I'm taking Oko. Because I can deal with the other cards. So hope they search for an island. Yeah. Sure. A pretty good start to beat the cards they have. Yeah, they're gonna play Uro this turn. Blue, green, Uro. We would like to draw a cantrip here. So surgical might do rest. Fine. So they could have Veil of Summer. Do I try to cast Carpet there? Yeah, I'm fine. They can take my Duress. Sure. You got it, my friend. You got it. They take my 1-off Duress. They don't have Veil of Summer probably because they are not casting the... So they have 3 cards and I have 0 information, but we are quite ahead on cards. Especially with the... with the surgical being blown for nothing. Carpet Foss, yeah. Any order, shuffle, yes. This could be a good spot to brainstorm. Doomsday, Cavern. So, okay. So I did put the Cavern the next card. So yeah, they get 2 mana. We will be able to blaster to red elemental blast the Uro. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna fluster this. This is really good for us because it uses our mana in the best way of the world. What was the other card we put back? Oh, the decay. Yeah, still it's go time. Yeah, they conceded. They know I still have Veil of Summer. So 4-0 into the perfect league. So every game has been 2-0 thus far. So let's play for the 5-0. The card I have in the back, it's just one of those Japanese foil dark rituals from the comic. Like, I like this art, and yeah, it's nothing special. I just, when I moved here, I found the glass and I put a card I like there. I'm not gonna play it because I have the other. No, it's not the same every time. So wait, we join the league and and then we discuss. So there are different piles you can do. So there are the basic piles, and then the different ones that you do in one situation or another. Here, pile view. So, for example, there is a pile where you could go straight, that you just put cycles and Thassa's Oracle. But usually the most combo-ish piles are something like this, probably. Like, these are 5 cards. You put LED on top, and then you cast a Ponder or something into Ideas Unbound, crack LED, and Thassa's Oracle. That also depends. If you have like 2 cards in hand and a Brainstorm, like you have Brainstorm and you have mana to cast Brainstorm, you can build this pile. You need to have 2 random cards, like 1 random card, sorry, 1 X card. So you Brainstorm, you draw Street Wraith, LED, and Ideas Unbound, and put back on top Force of Will and Ideas Unbound. Then you play LED, you cycle into Ideas Unbound, and you draw this 3, and with the floating mana, you cast Oracle. So this is also a pile you do. It always depends what you want to beat and what you want to play around, how much mana you have, how many counters, how many cards back up. There is also piles that are like, you have mana and tap out for Doomsday, and then you have Ideas Unbound, Force of Will on top, and this, for example. So you cycle into Force of Will, then you draw into Ideas Unbound, cast it, and draw the cards. So it really depends. So we found our last opponent. Let's see. Lead 2-9, 215. Okay. So we have a good hand on the play. So the piles are really different, and it's what really matters in this matchups, in this deck. This is a fine player, should be. I guess these 3 cards are not really what we are searching for. Aeroblast is okay if they're playing a blue deck, and bad if not. So being able to build piles. So I have a video uploaded to my YouTube. This is up there. So that we, for example, had to build the pile with a daze. Delver, yeah, sure. With a daze so that we could beat back to basics. So here I'm gonna Brainstorm. They call daze. I can daze back. Oof, this is... It's not the worst, but it's also not that great. So we will have to... Under, okay. Wasteland on the black mana. Sure. No, it was because we drew over 30 cards and we never found the Doomsday. That was the round I lost with the deck. So here I could Brainstorm again or pass. I'm gonna Brainstorm. Let's see what they do. Okay. So this is a card I sure not want, and this is... So... So a Delver hitting here is pretty bad. So let's see. We're still on a healthy life total. They're playing blue-red. This brainstorm. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Limdol's Vault here. I should have cast it in my turn to be able to daze them. And leverage my daze better. Maybe not. It depends. I need to draw a red land here to bolting. Okay. Running bolting me is not the best plan now, at least. So they have a fetch land, so they have a Volk in hand. It seems like they're on blue-red Delver. I need to draw a land now. Okay. We are probably dead here. Always like the worst matchup, so Scalding Tarn. Here we drew the green land instead of the red one. They are bolting me again. Yeah, we need this for information more than... Huh, we have a chance here. They're dazing my daze. So, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna pay. So yeah, Delver, 3 balls. Oh, they're playing Grixis. Okay, that's interesting. So they were on a goldfish if we get to do something. So yeah, they had a fast clock and we didn't draw the needed mana. So okay, things happen. So Flusterstorms are pretty good against Delver. LED. One Street Wraith can go for sure. Limdol's Vault. Bayou. Veil. They have Thoxies for sure, something like that. How good are all those Red Elemental Blast? I think they're less good than having a card like Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm seems much better. So, and Decays can also be worth. So here's always what you like to cut: Fosses, Daces. $62. Now one Street Wraith. We can cut one Foss. You have enough of everything else. Okay, we have a turn 2 Doomsday with a Brainstorm, so we could also go for a turn 3 Doomsday. Let's see how this works out. So here I'm gonna cast this. So I'm not gonna cast a turn 2 Doomsday for sure, but Bulk and a Delver, yeah, sure. Okay, this here is great. So I'm gonna play the Badlands. I'm probably just dumping the Bayou. Okay, so now we are keeping the... Okay, you're keeping the Decay for the sake. They revealed the Dreadhorde, so choose to not shuffle, yeah, sure. Another Delver. Yeah, it's fine. So I might just brainstorm here. If so, Carpet of Flowers is great. Decay, Ponder. So Carpet of Flowers is like Dark Ritual, so we can put this and Decay on top. So they have... Here I'm gonna search for Bayou. They need to have like double counter. Yes. Black. Doomsday. Hola, bien. Pues, ando por el 5-0. Okay, they let us do the pile. So this is strange. So we go to 9. So Cavern, Oracle, Edge, Cavern, Edge. I can beat a Street Wraith. Veil. Ideas and Petal. Let's see how this works. I cast Veil first. So how does my mana work on this? I cast Veil of this. They could counter it. Then I can cast Ponder. Draw ideas. Yeah, this should work in fact. So it's Lotus Petal, Cavern, Thassa, Ideas, Veil. And here I have probably... They have a Bolt or so. They will have to decay. If they have double Bolt, then Pyroblast, yeah, sure. Okay. If they have double Bolt, then be it. Black, green, decay your Delver as well. They have Pyroblast, Red Horde. Here comes Dread Horde. No, yes. So 3 blue. So here it's Veil first. Okay. Then Ponder. Right. No. Then Ideas Unbound. Then Cavern. Maybe I should have not played the Cavern, but... If they have Stifle, I am... There is proof for my Pyroblast. Okay. We got there. Our opponents like to keep aggressive hands, but that's still none of something that will not happen. Anyway, so carpets, flusters, ideas, lands. Lands are great. Going up to 18 lands. Yeah. So yeah, we did the right pile there. Like if they force the Veil of Summer, we can Pyroblast and we draw the card, so we just cast the ideas. So here is it. Pyroblast. I will have not anything against other fossil will. I think this is it. So So what could I cut for the fossil will? my opponent disconnected. Yeah. What changed? So we finished the first league and we had one less street wraith, only 2 street wraith, and now I did cut Thoxis for another street wraith, and I think I didn't make any changes on the sideboard. Yeah, I'm not a fan of having the third discard. Also, I like Duress because it's against aggressive decks. Sometimes you can put the Duress in the pile and take the Mindbreak Trap or something like that. Then you have to have a Duress, but Thoxis is much better card as a wall. But I have feel like the life loss matters, but I don't like the discard spells. Because yeah, Veil of Summer and so. But only having 2 and having Brainstorm in your deck, it lets you play a lot with it. So we have Carpet, we have Decay, we have Edge, so our hand is pretty good against many things our opponent could do. Maybe not Wasteland. Maybe I should not cast Play the Land on turn 1. So they're keeping or not. They're mulligan to 6, so if his Weird Wild doesn't appear here that they mulligan, this should like mark 6. Yeah. Quite a lot of things could be improved on Magic Online. They're tanking quite a lot on their hand. Like, this deck plays more lands, it plays less mana, like you don't have Cabal Rituals, LEDs, and the like, so you get more space there. And Nauseam relies a lot on the Lionside Diamond interaction, so counter spells are not good at that. And that's quite a problem there. So you have more space to more value cards, and in another, because LED you have to play this card, and this card is real bad nowadays because Veil. Every time your opponent Veils you, it feels like, yeah, it's the worst moment of your life. I'm still not gonna play the Carpet. I'm gonna play a Preordain here randomly. Okay, we have the Doomsday. So next turn, probably we will play Carpet. Okay, they brainstormed. So if they have a discard spell, that's bad for us, but you get what you get. I will not be against drawing a land here that makes green, so I can cast Carpet of Flowers with the mana, but I'm gonna cast play Underground Sea for sure. Okay, they're just cantripping and cantripping and cantripping. That's good for us. I would like to draw Fetch, or even better, Incanor, thanks for the follow. Even better, Lotus Petal. So, Vayu, Carpet of Flowers. They could force this. Will not be the craziest thing. Okay. So here can make a ton of different things. When it's gonna preordain. Let's see if I get another permission spell. No? Okay. The Ponder is also not bad. You keep the Ponder. I'm gonna keep the Ponder. I'm gonna Veil. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, Whale Boost. They call days that they didn't hesitate above carpets, so maybe they just have a days. But I'm gonna gladly pay. Sure. So I get to draw a card with Veil of Summer like 100% of the time. That's great. Huh? If we didn't cast the preordain, they would have extract them. So we get to draw. Okay, this resolves, and we cast Dark Ritual and Doomsday. So what's our game plan here? For sure it's Cavern of Souls and Thassa's Oracle. We can put Veil of Summer again on top. And do exactly the same we did last game. With a Duris maybe in the middle. Yeah, the black mana is not of great use. We need 1 mana for Veil. 1 mana for... We probably don't need Ideas Unbound. Yeah, it's fine. It's probably not that... We can have a Foss. Go to 9. So maybe just Street Wraith and like Veil, Street Wraith. Veil, Street Wraith. Ponder. Does the drop? Like this, we draw 1 card for a turn, 1 card there. Yeah, that's gonna be it. So, Cavern, Oracle, Street Wraith, Veil, Ponder. We're at 9. So this hunt is good against. Also, this pile is good against Surgical Extraction. Wasteland, sure. Underground Sea, okay. You should have picked the other land. Should have Drown. Okay, Gormag Angler. Yeah, I should have sacrificed this to Edge of Autumn, but yeah. Whatever. Yes. Yes. blue. So here again, I think I'm gonna cast Ponder first. Let's see how they respond to my Ponder. Okay. So I did mess up. Did I mess up without counting the mana there? So I ponder that. I go to 4. Yeah, that's nuts. So that's 1 card there. Ah, no, it's fine, it's fine. So I cast Veil of Summer. Yeah, I have the carpet still in my deck. Also the okay, sure. So I'm gonna ponder. Okay, so fine. They're on 0 cards. So that means that I win next turn, bearing the bolt. Yeah, fine. Okay, so 5-0. They had force and force of negation and they let this resolve. Seems weird, but okay, here this turn we have like a ton of mana. Yes. Blue. I'm at 4, so I can cycle this. I can't even hardcast Street Wraith. You never know. So 5-0, Merfolk. So 5-0 with Doomsday. Great. Yoo! Trophy! Okay, great. Was a good league. Nothing against. So I will be right back in 2 minutes, so don't go away. Okay, I'm back. So great. So the deck has been working pretty good on this 75. So yeah, just I'm gonna play another league with it. 1 second. Perfect. So yeah, let's just jump into another league. Doomsday. Why? 1 second. What did I just pay with? I just paid with... I'm gonna drop and see. That's weird. I just paid with legacy points. Oh, okay, they give... Okay, it has to be a bug on their side. Yeah, you see? Legacy points, so it says that I have to pay with this, but I don't have any of those points. This is show and tell opponent from the other round. Okay, we found our opponents, so we are gonna play. Oh, we are playing against Luis Alberto. They play show and tell or so. Ancient Tomb, Demon Spirit Guide, Blood Sun. Okay, this makes that we cannot use our lands, so... Yeah. Okay, that's bad. If we draw a Lotus Petal or so, we are in great shape, but if not... Like, this is a hand you don't never mulligan, yeah, sure. I cannot play this, right? No. So. Let's see. So, Thus Oracle. Do we get to... This is a 2-turn clock. Oh, we beat this, so... We need 3 cards to 3 draws to get there. And with the preordain, we only need 2 draws, so yeah, I think we get Island, this, Edge, and Wraith. Maybe we don't even need the Edge and Wraith. So they could Trinisphere us. That's I cannot do this. Yeah, there's a world where the Trinisphere and we are in really bad shape. I shall not be able to kill the Oracle, probably. So Edge. This is still 2 turns. Hero Truth, thanks for the follow. So, okay. Let's pass. The good thing here is we can daze something next turn. So we can beat a Chalice on 2. We can beat a Karn. Okay, Chalice on 0. That's something I played around. Mountain. Okay. Yeah. That's the usual card that does nothing. So yeah, our pile beats this. So here we get to daze something. So I think we only lose to Trinisphere. Teething Song. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Maybe we are just super dead. Get that through the breach. Okay, sure. Okay. So, fine. So here I can daze again, but not great. Yeah, this is a cool deck. It's a Karn, Chalice of the Void for 2. Sure! I also planned for that. Ah! No! Crap! Ah, true, Blood Sun. May I use this mana? I cannot. Ah, good. Okay, so we died. They had any option there? Chalice for 0, Chalice for 2? I think no. So Doomsday is more like a control deck. So here not having double island, yeah, I still would have not beat the... Yeah, but I didn't name because Blood Sun did not let me name. So you have to name always, but Blood Sun does not let you name. Yeah. That is an ability that is not a mana ability, so it's a trigger ability. So in the past you would still name with the old rulings, like lands will come into play untapped, and so I think Cavern is still good. They could have Pyroblast and so. I can cat a land. Because our mana is still good, but I don't want to have a lot of moons against the... So yeah, this hunt is great. I'm probably getting Underground Sea and Bayou or so. The Valakut Awakening. The card is good in the center. At the end, it's just a land that does more. So we will take the Blood Moon here, but not the Blood Sun probably. Let's see. MTG lagging like... Okay. Blood Sun, Pyromancy. What is Pyromancy? Yeah, I think Doomsday is a top tier deck. Also, it's for sure under the 10 best decks of the format. The equal to converted mana cost. Yeah, sure. You are never gonna cast that. Blood Sun or Trinosphere. Like, Blood Sun is not gonna do much after the first turn, so I'm gonna take Trinosphere because that's gonna do something always. Yeah, I'm sure it's one of the best decks in the format. Like, no doubt about it. So here I'm gonna play Brainstorm. I don't have that cards, but so Brainstorm and Trop. Probably yes. I'm gonna get another Underground Sea here and cast Preordain. Limdol's Vault and Edge of Atom. So this goes on to the bottom, this goes to the top. And so I'm pretty sure it's one of the top tier decks of the format. Like, this is a meta game. For example, it's better than Mono Cloud Pulse, and it's... And Omnitel and Sneak and Show are the same, and Snook and Snow Miracle is also the same. So just it's hard to play and hard to... Yeah, I'm sure. They are just... Bloodstone draws a card. Sure. I don't care about that. I care more about other things. Drawing a land that does nothing, but I'm fine with this. So here I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna Limdol's Vault to try to get Black Land and Doomsday, or Ritual and Black Land. How to combo is not that easy because you have to do a lot of weird piles. This Pyromancy. Pyromancy is a hard card to deal with, so I'm just gonna cast Limdol's Vault in response. You have to do a lot of piles, and the tempo is... So here we have a Dark Ritual, but nothing else that really matters, so I'm gonna pay any order. Okay, here we have Dark Ritual and Doomsday. So I don't want to pay life. I'm gonna put Badlands, Force, Ritual. So this really can deal 15. So yeah, I'm gonna daze this. Because it's no real use I'm gonna do to this. So it's harder to play than other combo decks. So here we ponder. Shuffle your library? No. So here Dark Ritual Doomsday. And we have Force for the next thing that happens, so... Yeah, all Doomsday was much harder. Also less good because of that. So, Oracle... Ideas Unbound... Petal... Petal... Street Wraith, probably. So this is Petal, Street Wraith, Petal. Probably no. Probably Petal, Petal, Oracle, Street Wraith, Ideas. That's the right pile here. So we can, in worst case scenario, on turn 3, this through the breach. Yeah, that's something I'm forcing. Like from the deepest of my heart. They have a fatty and that's it. So a few petals. Playing Pyromancy is so old school. Like, you have to know what you have to do because the pass the turn player piles happen a lot more often. So they have Through the Breach and Seething Song, but I don't think this changed anything on my approach of the game. So yeah, that we can't use any of our counters to leverage that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the command for the deck list is deck, not list, but there you go. So here, that's a hand we can't mulligan, sadly. Huh? Why's the command not working? Trinisphere, fine. So that's weird. I did use it earlier. Yeah, maybe it's on downtime. There I paused you. So he probably want, I don't know. Turn 1 Trinisphere is fearsome. Okay. We have to search for an Underground Sea here. So we have our mana well built. It's weird that this deck doesn't play Blood Moon too. So let's see. We win in 2 turns from now. If they have Through the Breach or something. If they have Through the Breach, yeah. Okay. Oh, that still kills us next turn. Okay. They got pretty good on curve, like turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's the reason I would like to have more Force of Negations in the sideboard for this kind of matchups. Like where being on the draw is really bad. But you get what you get. So having more Force of Negation will not be bad. The problem that when having all those was that it was not the great thing. Maybe instead of the other Pyroblast or so. Yeah, maybe it's better to have more Force of Negation than having. So Legacy League. Yeah, Pyroblast is so good, but it's really not the best tool. So just so efficient that you play red just for Pyroblast. I have also the back deck. Which I really wanted to change this. The back deck is built in a really similar way. At least for my tastes. Achilles. So this is the Maverick guy. Oof. This hand, if it had a land. Okay, this hand is good. I guess they like to aggro Wasteland. So Gifty, thanks for the follow. So yeah. I guess here it's Preordain. And I'm gonna play land pass. Yeah. Yeah, birds. Okay. This is a great pickup. Here, a Dark Ritual, Preordain, Pyroblast. So here I'm gonna search for Underground Sea and Preordain, Edge of Atom, and so I'm gonna keep both. Both allow me to play into something. Okay, no Wasteland. Thalia, yeah. I'm gonna force this Thalia. So here can Doomsday, but Brainstorm Pile does a Brainstorm Pile win? Let's see. So wait, I don't want paint. I want. So I put Brainstorm, Street Wraith, LED, Ideas Unbound. And we have one spare mana there. So Ideas Unbound, Thassa's Oracle. We Brainstorm. No, we cannot keep a draw card and an LED, so yeah. So we have to do another pile. a more appealing one, probably. So they cannot double Wasteland us this turn, so... So Thassa's Oracle. Like T90, thanks for the follow. So Thassa's Oracle. Just a bunch of cycles. Does it do it? Like Brainstorm there. So they played Savannah over that, so they can have another Thalia. $16.8. So. This probably it. I could put a fetch line in there. That's I cannot get back. Yeah, I should have put a fetch line in the middle. It's makes me better against one Street Wraith. That's a Thalia, fine. Yeah, our pilot's Thalia proof. And Thassa. Okay. So Maverick. So they have Toxies. And they have Chalices, so we want a Broad Decay for sure. We probably want Veil of Summer. We don't want Pyroblast. So Ensnare is good. One of the matchups we want this for. Yeah. We lost to what's the name? Mono Red Prison through the breach. Thanks. So Cover of Souls. Like nonsense. So yeah, Durus is probably weak. We can cut a Street Wraith. Maybe not. Maybe Street Wraith is better. Yeah, the Chalice through the breach deck. So Daces are good. Yeah, probably Veil of Summer. Like, yeah, probably Veil of Summer is just bad. Yeah. That's gonna be my boarding. We have a force, we have a ritual. So we are in good shape. The good thing about this matchup is Chalice is not that good against us, Collector Roof is not that good against us. The bad thing, other cards are really good against us. Okay, this can be good. Yeah, everything gets better, but the deck is also less good than playing, for example, Karn, because it's more like a lottery. Thalia, oof. I'm gonna cast the petal, even if it might be wrong, but the Wasteland, and that's actually up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. You gain 2 life. That does nothing. Still it non-land, so they can exile or Lotus Petal. Deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards that player owns in exile. So it starts at 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I'm gonna daze this. That's the best play they have. Yeah. The ultimate is what I was worried about. So here I'm gonna ponder. Daze Badlands, so any other shuffle. Those cards are really bad. Okay, we have I could cast Doomsday here. But is it worth? I think it's worth. I can just play. I can make a pile that's just double pass the turn pile. Yeah, I'm gonna do it because they call Collector Oof or something. So I can put a fetch in between, so that's decent. So Thassa's Oracle, Underground Sea, Autumn, Street Wraith. Street Wraith? Is that right? Like, yeah, that's the right pile. So I can fetch for the other Underground Sea. Yeah, that's the plan. Just no, we are Wasteland proof, so we can force 1 card. Thalia, sure. I could force this. Does it do anything? Doesn't really, right? Yeah, it's just Scavenging Goose. Okay. So that means we just win the game. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons that this deck is so good. That you just get to do this, and game is over. Like, they have Thalia, they could have whatever they wanted, but yeah. So they played the turn 3 was Akaya, so or they didn't have the Thalia, or they prefer to play the Kaya because it just kills, but I think it's not really worth. I would play Thalia. So okay. So we're not getting a trophy this league, but yeah. Okay, this hand is not really good. Yeah, mulling on the play. I'm gonna keep it, but it's a really bad hand. They mull to 5, so it only matters if they follow up with Questing Beast. But I had Force of Will for that. I'm gonna cycle this. Rewarded. I will say highly rewarded. They're on 5. I'm gonna search for an island. Yeah. This hand, I know, but I didn't want it to be greedy. Looks awfully. You mean it looks bad? It's a bad card? Yeah, I think I like this no basic. So here we are just searching for Disruption and Dark Ritual, Fossil Will. So we can, yeah, I'm gonna shuffle this. Yeah, our odds were not bad. Also, we have like 3 draws to draw land because we can also just swamp pass. They have a Ponder. So what are they playing? Show and tell probably. That would be my bet. If we draw fetch, we cast Ponder. If not, so here I'm gonna cast Preordain, Pyroblast, and Street Wraith. Yeah, we put both on the bottom. Windows Valve, yeah, sure. Yeah, so for sure. The swamp in my hand. So the swamp is real bad because the only spell it lets you cast, the only real spell that it lets you cast is Doomsday. But yeah, you need it because Blood Moon and Wasteland existed. That's show and tell. This is so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna Street Wraith first. Cavern, yeah. And I'm gonna brainstorm because I need a lot of different cards and yeah, sure. This probably Limthos Spout. Yeah, probably the Doomsday is the next less good card. Underground Sea and Ponder. Force LED. I'm not gonna ship it on this. I could eat the island too. That's Cunning Wish, sure. So they're probably getting Veil. Yeah, Veil of Summer. Sure. Yeah, we are forcing this. They are veiling, probably. We will have to eat our island here to draw Fossil Will. Here the question is if we force with Ponder or we force with Daze. I'm gonna force with Ponder. I know I draw LED next turn, but it makes me feel safe against another Wizard. Against another show and tell next turn. But I have 1. I can win next turn if I can daze my, yeah, sure. I can daze my own. Now I can double days. So here I can double days them, or yeah, I'm gonna play the control role here. Here I could do play my LED days. Yeah, Cunning Wish. That's a Flusterstorm probably. Surgical Extraction, yeah, sure. So they maybe not have. Sure. They can add Fossil Wills, but. So his hand is Cunning Wish, is Schwantel, Business. So yeah, sure. Here, we got one card from them. So they will have to play now. We're at 12, we go to 6. So they don't play removal, so just Thassa's Oracle. Street Wraith, Edge of Autumn, Street Wraith. Wins. Can we put something in between? Not really needed. We could put another day somewhere there. But it's not really what we need. So we can put a Duress probably. Yeah. So they will have to go for it this turn. We had a draw card, we could just draw into the pile and that's it, but yeah. 12, 6. So they need to draw land here. And have Chauvantel and Omniscience. Okay, they pass a turn. Nothing against. So I tap for black. Cycle. Cycle. This is not a safe-proof pile, but I'm gonna play Thassa's Oracle here. No. Okay, great. So, would we write? Okay, so we are back, so I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, 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 and this. So I don't need LED, I don't need basic lens. I don't need the last street wraith. I don't need Vault. That's 64. I need all the daces. So I can cut another wraith. What's the last card we do cut in this matchup? Petal is good. Yeah, I don't want to go below. It played quiet around the days. I'm gonna keep just one days here. Oof. Isn't this a bad mulligan to 6? I'm gonna mulligan. Oof. Now we are on 5. That's exactly the same hand as before. Okay, sure. Yeah, mulligan to 4 is... Yeah. We could have kept this 7 Petal Ponder, but the other mana was Petal, so... We didn't have a Doomsday or a Dark Grid, so I think on 6 on the draw we could be better. Yeah, when you end up mulling to 4, then... Yeah, you have to absolutely not take any decision there. That's a nice Fun Kotal. Land something under. I think I have to start playing my cards. I'm gonna play Ponder because I want to find a land. Oof, that's not the land I would want, but it's maybe the land I deserve. Edge for Swamp, 4 or fewer lands. I have never cast this, but now I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I didn't want to cast the Edge for Swamp. Sure. I didn't want to cast Edge for Swamp because of the so they're probably Flusterstorm flooded. What happens if I do things? Yeah, just... Okay. That's what I was expecting to happen. Like, they expect them to have another Veil of Summer. Okay, yeah. So if we Pyroblast the Show and Tell, we just get Veiled of Summer, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, when... Yeah, sure. Yeah. So, yeah. This kind of things happen. Yeah. Okay, this hand is pretty good. Not bump good. But I'm having problems against the Show and Tell decks. The green Show and Tells. Yeah, but them cycling Veil of Summer the turn before means that they have another Veil of Summer in hand, like 99% of the time. So I don't think there is a way that we can win that fight on that part. Yeah, but like we know for sure they have Veil of Summer. So Show and Tell is gonna resolve whatever you do. So you have to gamble on trying to that they have like Drown from Dreams and not have counter or Emrakul or Griselbrand because you are losing the counter battle on a 100% situation. Like you play to your outs and try to win that way. It's not easy. I know. Also, Sylvan Library. Yeah, that's an easy days, right? The one of days. Yeah. So it was never a winning scenario. That is sure. Surgical Extraction seems like the card we don't want here. Like it's a losing scenario in any way, so we have to gamble on it working our way. So here I'm gonna pick up Badlands. It's pretty bad to pick up Badlands, but yeah. Small punish. So oh, they have no lands, so I'm gonna probably just counter the whatever cantrip they play. I'm not gonna play my... Okay. They're discarding, so... We have absolutely nothing against our opponent discarding. Here the show and the surgical will be great. Probably still the card we need to get. Nims, thanks for the follow. Yeah, okay. You have Hero Bayou and Badlands doing ward. Nims with Twitch. Thanks a lot. Yeah, sure. So we could go off here. Yeah. I wanted to counter anything, but now what we want to do. So we called Veil of Summer. Yeah, now is deck working. Didn't do before. Like we could cast Veil of Summer, see what happens, pass the turn. Yeah, I'm gonna Veil of Summer here. Okay, so this resolves. That means we can Doomsday and so they have Show and Tell in hand for sure. And what are the other cards? I'm just gonna pass. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this seems pretty bad for them because, like, why would have not forced my Veil of Summer if you have the Show and Tell there? But yeah, sure. So I think the plays of our opponent were pretty weird, but you never know. Like, the Veil of Summers means that you're probably dead, but they let it resolve. I think this was a pretty ugly game. Because I don't think there is a way you don't fight for the first Veil of Summer having double force. Even if you have the combo in hand. Maybe I should have just discarded a Pyroblast. I don't think it's too low. Also, if I have Dark Ritual and a cantrip, they just lose on the spot. So I don't think that's so true. Like you think that's so? I don't think so. Because I can have Dark Ritual, Doomsday, cantrip, and they're dead. I had 7 cards, so it's pretty easy that this... So, Delver. It's blue-red, so... I have a real fast hand, so I'm gonna try to raise the Delver. Yeah. Absolutely rewarded. So with 7 cards in hand, I can have a cycler or something like that, and it be game over. I think they have to fight there, like this. Under sure. So that's a Delver, sure. That's pressure. I'm gonna Red Elemental Blast this one. Okay. So this means there is a world where we could win next turn. Okay, they have probably the Delver. They have 4 cards and no land drops, so they can have 4 counters or bolts. Yeah, I know there is. So I don't like to call people that they are ghosting. I don't think it's. But what's weird just how it happens. People do plays and do it in some way or another. Sometimes right, sometimes wrong. Yeah, I would like to pay 1 life. Huh. This is good. This is real good. All those cards. So we can draw Brainstorm. Yeah, that seems good. So we draw Brainstorm. We can trade this down. And probably the days. I think this is a clear pass the turn pie. So maybe the idea is to keep this and this. I think this is gonna be. It's maybe a bit. We could be more greedy, but we can beat a fair amount of cards here. A force on a days. We go to 8. Okay, so yeah, the premise, I don't play around Pierce that often because it's not that much played. So Oracle, Cavern. Oracle, Cavern. Edge. We are probably not playing around Bolt. So we can force the Bolt, but yeah, but our plan is that they don't get to 5 next turn. So Delver flips. We go to 8, so if the Delver don't flip, then we are in a great spot. But if they flip, then that's bad. Maybe they are bolting now. Maybe they are bolting later. Yeah, yeah. So I don't think we can play around anything else, so I'm just putting 2 Street Wraith into the pile just to... Done. But I'm pretty sure we can't play around anything here. Maybe we could have waited 1 more turn. Almost no one... Yeah. I'm dacing that. Okay. We lose now because we daced? Maybe. Bright Dragon. That's quite some damage. Huh. So we draw edge, we play edge. Or if Delver flips, we die. I'm gonna force this. Yeah. You let Duress edge Oracle. How you beat okay, with only 2 mana, how you do the Ideas Bound pile. Also you can play Ponder into, but that still loses to a counter, so yeah, we're at 5. We still have to dodge, yeah. I probably played wrong. I should have just waited out the game 1 more turn. To make all in 1 turn. I have 3 cards, so yeah, I'm just gonna play my land and pass the turn. So we have to really... we lose against absolutely anything. Delver flipping, Delver not flipping, Delver... Opponent not having just nothing. Okay. Yeah, I probably I was too fast. I should have Probably just force the bolt and not daze it. I don't know. I think I played pretty poor this game. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, but if they don't fight the Ideas Unbound, if they fight later, they have to crack. And I don't know really, I don't need that. I could have just petal. Yeah. So it's better than LED and Cycler. It's better to play to have petal Oracle. Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah, that's probably bad for my play. So let's see how many of those cards we can side in. So all the lands. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That can be for sure the answer. So they have that. So Flusterstorm is. I don't know how good is Flusterstorm. I don't like Foxies. They're much more aggressive than other decks. It's probably true that Pile was good. The problem is that Pile was bad against Wasteland. Card that they are probably not playing, but I think this is a good hand. Probably double Dark Ritualing, play Doomsday. So here we can cast Doomsday turn 1 or Doomsday turn 2. If we cast it turn 2, we beat Frost and still beat Daze, so I think there is no reason not to do it. Fiery Islet, so okay. Yeah, so they're not playing Wasteland. Seems like it. Yeah, that's the problem there. But still, if you instead of cycle and cycle, so this is a really aggressive hand from our opponent. So I can get to win. So if we wait one more turn, what's the plus side against the? Yeah, but if you look into it, sometimes you get it. But most piles, so at least if you see the most piles we have done on stream this past days are proof against many things. So here we can Doomsday or we can pass. The problem is we go to 9 and they can pile up 9 damage. I don't think it's so easy for them to pile up 9 damage, so I'm just gonna Doomsday with Fluster back up. Let's see if they have double Foss. No? Okay. So that means that I can build Ideas Unbound, Lotus Petal, Thassa's Oracle. Could build Brainstorm there in. We draw for the turn. And I can build in at days. Oh, I don't have days. So I cannot build in Duress. I cannot burn. Yeah, not having 1 days there. I can build in. I can. Carpet does also nothing. I'm just gonna build in Cavern. So ideas, petal, petal, Cavern. So you can win by. I don't have all the Street Wraith in the deck, so. And I don't have LED in the deck, so that's a bit of a problem there. This. So I know that they have to move now. The problem here is that if I would have all the Street Wraith, I will go for it. Another Fiery Islet, so okay, we will not have to play around days. Okay. They're probably bolting here. Okay, Ponder, yeah, sure. That's for damage, and we will have a proof. Force proof pile. So I need to have double force. So we don't have to play around days, so we just ideas unbound here. Force, so we cannot beat the second force. Yeah, I'm sure. Like they could have one and. Oh, they could have just, but they could have picked the second force with the Ponder. That's also an option. Yeah. What did I told you? Okay, now we have to survive 1 turn. The good thing is they don't have many cards in hand. So we go to 3, we edge to 2. It's a bolt. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, they had it, Fond of the Ponder, sure. That's. So, if I had the days, I could have won here. Right? Because the last card could have been. So here, not having a days to put into the pile was a bit of a problem. So yeah, with more information, we could have removed some lands from the deck. We still needed to have blue cards, and that. Anyway, how we do the pile if we. So, okay, this league has not been stellar, but what can you do? So you make a 5-0, and then sometimes you just break back down. So we have being a bit unlucky on some interactions. So if we would have known our opponent's deck list, we probably would have done another sideboarding, because they are on blue-red with 2 fiery islets and probably the basic mountain. So that means they probably don't have wasteland. So Carpet of Flowers is not that good. But yes. Yeah, oof. Okay, aiming for the 1-2-3. Yeah. Probably after this game I'm gonna play a bit of Modern. Because I'm a bit tired of playing this deck. The play is hard to play. Like, not easy at all for sure. Just stealth. That's also not an easy opponent. What's this? That's a keeper, but yeah. We are quite mulling a lot in the last games, but so blue lands or dark ritual. Okay, Foss is not the worst draw, but also not a good one. Island. This is another show and tell. I have been playing against a lot of show and tell decks. Good Lost Burst. So okay, this is great. So Lotus Petal, Street Wraith. These are not 2 cards I'm against having to draw. So if they tap out, we can. Okay, this is probably another show and tell deck. Yeah, there is a kill next turn if you don't want to. If you want to. Yeah. Yeah, but we have still to. I'm not that greedy with this deck. So, okay, this is much better. Now we can have a great next turn kill. So, Dark Red, Foss. So this is a much cleaner situation for us. We have double Foss, we have now we can go for it. Okay, that's maybe a mirror match. Okay, it's fan quarter. So what is this? Back limit? Back something? So Snoko is this Leovold. Leovold is pretty bad for us. I'm gonna force it with the brainstorm. Let's see if they force back. I'm gonna force back again. Okay. So here, if I had the blue card on top, that would be better, but... So this is a two-turn combo, probably. So here I have... I probably put the cards... I don't know if I put them in the wrong order. So... Triple gallery? No. So yeah, this is still a kill. Doomsday. So Oracle, Cavern, we go to 8. So we can... I can brainstorm. I'm gonna ideas unbound. And edge. And petal has to be the last card. So it's this, this, this. Now we don't have the red elemental blast up, but still not bad. We are at 7. So let's see what they play. 5 mana. 5 mana is a ton of mana. This not being blue. So they're pondering. So we are still in a good position, because even if the Ideas Unbound does not resolve, we are not in bad shape. Just to shuffle. They choose to shuffle with the ponder, so... They called Oko here, they called... I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. Put the cover in the last, so if the petal doesn't resolve... Yeah, I know. I did this for the exact same reason. So here they can counter. Okay, fine. Brainstorm, sure. Here, if this was a daze, it will be stellar, but... So that's also the reason that I put the cavern, the last card. Okay, sure. But you don't have to commit into the Edge of Atom. Hello, Romario. We finished the league that we started yesterday 5-0, but this league is being a bit of a train wreck. So... But yeah. Sometimes you win by the sword and sometimes you die by it. No real reason to worry. Yeah, I also have a backlist. Also, how good is Pyroblast? I don't think Pyroblast is that good. Yeah, I didn't explain that, and you're true that going into it seems worthwhile. Yeah, so the real reason I think Pyroblast is good is to kill Medley Mage and cards the like. I think that's the space where it's stellar. So I can cut this. So 10 cards, 11 cards. Okay. I probably should cut another land. Like an Underground Sea. Okay, the sand is great. Yeah, it's against Medley Mage. Most likely. It's good. Also, Veil of Summer or Flusterstorm on the main deck are not less good. Also, Flusterstorm is the best card along with Veil because it does so much. But okay, here I'm just gonna cast a Duress. They could have Sylvan Library or something they like, or even Veil of Summer. So I'm just gonna, yeah, just take the Force of Will. Worry about the future later. Yeah. So the list is so much smoother with not red. But red is so good against decks like Show and Tell and Medley Mage decks. One question, Chad. Do you know if there exists a mental misstep? This card is ugly to draw. A mental misstep card that costs mana. We don't want this. But I will wish for Force of Will. So we could fetch here. There's like a mental misstep about costing mana. Does it exist? I'm not sure. So they cast the Ponder here and the Astrolabe and the Delta. So no, I want a mental misstep that counters a CMC1 card and does cost a mana. I wanted to target Pyroblast and Veil and discard, but I don't care about paying mana for it, so just gonna do a brainstorm here to put the Oracle back and so here I guess I'm getting Volk, yeah. Yeah, I want. Yeah, that's not what I want. Yeah, it's probably not existent. That makes quite a lot of sense. I want to find a land here. Edge Preordain. So this is good, but I'm gonna shuffle this. This is much better. Yeah, you can use this build, but it doesn't counter a Goblin Lucky. It doesn't counter. Like I want an early threat, an early counter for my opponent's cards, which also will counter Veil of Summer in the late game. So here we can go Dark Ritual Doomsday. Yeah, Fluster is better for sure. Like I want a card that counters a Duress and a Veil in the late game. But yeah, probably it doesn't exist. There's a card I like a lot that is white that exiles a permanent with CMC cost 1 and it's an instant. And that's a card that I've been looking to play in control decks, like in Modern, but oof. So here, I'm gonna cycle this, let's see. Okay. Fine. I cannot get Abayu from here. That's sad. I'm gonna get a drop. It's probably better to still get a drop. 1, 2, 3 Badlands. Another Gunsi. I'm gonna get a Badlands. And that's I probably rushed there. Cobru. What is Cobru? Cobru? Cobru Cobra? Cobru. Ah, Collective Brutality. Yeah. Here, I'm not going for it because I'm fearing Surgical Extraction on my Doomsday, so yeah, sure. If I draw another green card or a Pyroblast or a Brainstorm, I am in so much better shape. Yeah, Collective Brutality is a card, but every time I play it, I think it's so inefficient. Like, sometimes you Duress your opponent and you have creatures, and at killing hate bears is real bad, yeah. You have a quota. I think here we can wait. Drawing the third Doomsday is pretty... Oh, oof. I'm gonna fuzz this. So this is probably game over. Even if I will have gone for the... They have Blood Moon. Okay, yeah, I don't want to play this game anymore. Yeah. It played pretty bad there. So and that's fine. You should have another Dark Ritual. Maybe cut another Ground C for the days. Yeah, so time ago when I was like 16-year-old or so, I learned to do card tricks just for fun. And one day with MTG people, we were after dinner and I did some card tricks, and now they name me that, but there's not much sense there. So we can't Thoxys, Badlands, so yeah. So here... It's better to have Veil or to have... I think it's better to have Veil in this spot. I'm gonna Pyroblast this. Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna Pyroblast this. I know it makes us go slower, but... So, I'm taking the Leo Vault. So they have a Ponder. Yeah, now our mana is a bit stretched, but Maybe we did rush there and we could have just slow rolled it. So here. They choose to not shuffle. Okay, they're pyroblasting us, that's fine. So, or they are missing land drops, or they are missing other things. Okay. So Pyroblast is not bad. Yeah. So yeah, it's not getting the Bayou there has punish shots. Not that we would been able to. Okay, now we have Dark Ritual, Doomsday. They are on 4 cards. So I think it's worth going for it here. You can go for it again next turn. So, okay. How afraid I am from the Blood Moon. I go to 8. You have 3 cards. So I'm gonna get Cavern. I'm gonna get. Yeah, we can beat Blood Moon. But because we have the Basic Island and a Lotus Petal, those cards beat the Blood Moon. We can do this. How good is this? So they could Pyroblast. They could. This is a real slow hand. If everything goes right, we win. I think this is the pile. So this. It's a bit of a crazy pile. That's Oko, yeah. Oko. So they hit. If they have any interaction, we just lose there, but yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, not getting the Bayou there punished us. Yeah, 5-0 and 1-4. That's something I'm signing in for sure. So okay, I'm gonna do a small pause, so I will be back soon. Okay, so I'm back. I have not get to use it, but the theory behind it seems pretty good. I'm much more playing 3 Street Wraith. So yeah, the problem about the mana base with four colors is that you are so much stretched on it, on deciding about Pyroblast or Veil. That's a problem, that's for sure. So